Welcome back to Good Germs Off-Road Adventures, and welcome back to the shop. You may have noticed by the title of this video and possibly the thumbnail that, well, this video is going to be a little different from the things we normally do. Yeah, we're actually going to smoke some tri-tip meat there on the smoker. Stick around because this may be a little unusual. The first thing I'm going to do, because I don't really want the workbench to get messy, is preparing the tri-tips for the smokers. I'm going to put this towel down, so we can prep on here and not, get seasonings and whatever else on the workbench, because we really don't want that. I figured since we're in the shop, the best place to store the tri-tip is, in the toolbox. That makes sense. Why wouldn't you keep tri-tip in a toolbox? Get the mustard and the rubs, the chemical cabinet seemed to be the perfect place to store these things. Of course, we need to get a glove or, two. You want to be safe when you're handling meat. Okay, so I do this a pretty simple way. We are going to take the wrapping off. That seems like this glove's already torn. We don't want that. I'm going to go ahead and put a glove on that's not torn. Okay. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, simple, yeah. So I've got a pretty simple method to doing this, and it does require us to take the meat out of the bag and the packaging. I've never tried to cook meat while it's still in the packaging or the bag, but I'm assuming it's just not a good idea. Sure. I didn't bring any knives with me, so just use your finger and you can tear up the plastic. That's all good. These are pretty good sized tri-tips. There's 2 of them on here, and it's like 5 1/4 pounds. Should be plenty. And I know a lot of people like to trim up their tri-tips. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to bother with it. It seems okay. These actually look pretty good anyway. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn them upside down. Put the fat back, facing up. I don't know what that is. Let's take it out. That's fine. Okay. Blood vessel, I'm assuming. And this little piece right here, sure, we'll take that off. Because it would get in the way. Okay. We got those facing up. We're going to brine with the mustard. I like mustard as a brine. I've done hot sauce before. That's actually quite fun. We're going to brine with the mustard. Yep. Now, I can already tell any serious barbecue people out there watching, you're already probably screaming, telling me how this is not the way to do it. I should trim the silver skin off. But, it's fine. Look, I'm not a professional barbecuer, man. I'm just a guy prepping his steaks in the workshop. Why not? Okay, so for the rubs, we're going to do a double rub on each. We're going to start with this Holy Cow. I got it at the Lowe's. It's called Meat Church Barbecue Holy Cow. I don't know what's in it. It says, I don't even think it says what's in it. Mostly it's like salt, pepper, and then garlic and a few other things. Probably a good base. Never used it, but we'll give it a try. And we're just gonna put it on there. Yeah. Oh yeah, that looks good. Looks quite peppery. Okay. Pat that in. Didn't put too much on it. It's a base layer. And then I've got 2 other rubs. We're going to do a different one on each one of these tri-tips. This one's called 3 Little Pigs Touch of Cherry Barbecue Rub. Sweet blend of cherry, brown sugar, and mesquite. Now, it's called Three Little Pigs, but it's got a picture of a cow, a chicken, and a pig on there. And since it's got a picture of a cow, I figure it's good on tri-tip. So we're going to go ahead and put this just on one of them though. I figure we'll put it on this one. It doesn't want to come out. There it goes. There it goes. Yeah, get it on there. Oh, it spilled out. That's okay. It smells nice. Perfect. Pat that in. That's good. Okay, on the other one, I picked this up also at the Lowe's. It's the Pit Boss. It's the Pit Boss brand. It's called Maple Chipotle. It says it has chipotle, maple, well, it's in the name, of course it has that, and hickory. Okay, it's a brand new one. I haven't used this before. Let's open the other side. We don't want it dumping. Let's give it a smell. It smells like all those things. Okay, we're gonna put that on this one here. Oh, yes. That looks nice. Okay, and now we're just gonna flip these over. There we go. And we start the process over again. Get our mustard and give it a squirt. Yep. That looks nice. I'm sure glad I put this nice towel on here to keep any of the stuff off the workbench, because I like to keep the workbench pretty clean. Go back to our base layer, you know, it's the holy cow thing, and we'll put that on. Make sure you get the sides, you know, don't forget the sides and the end cap here. All right, we'll get the cherry one back for the cherry side. And don't be afraid to go, you know, a little extra on this. This meat's pretty dense, tri-tip's pretty dense meat. It can take some flavor. And on the other one here, we're gonna do this, you know, the Pit Boss, the chipotle maple hickory thing. Now I'm sure, like I said, there's going to be a bunch of you that, you know, really get into your smoking the meats. Maybe some professionals. Although if you're a professional barbecuer, man, what are you doing watching me do this? But if you are, whoops, we don't want to mix it. Don't contaminate your rubs anyway. If you are watching this, please don't scream too loud. You know, I'm just a dude making some smoked things, and I'm going to make sure I get the end of this one here. Oh, that was too much. That's okay. And that'll probably do it. Okay. And I've got the stick here so I can remember which one is which, but it's a little long. It's not going to fit in the smoker, so I'm just going to break it. Little splinter's not going to really hurt anybody. I'm just going to stick it kind of, you know, right there. I know that this is the one that's the, you know, the one with the chipotle, or it could be the one with the cherry. It's different than the other one. That's all we need to know. That's fine. You know, the easiest way not to make a mess when you're done with things is put things away, you know, as soon as you're done with them. That way, when you're all done, you don't have to clean up. And we'll go ahead and let these go ahead and rest until it's time to cook them. So I'm going to go ahead and get the pellet smoker ready to go. In the meantime, the tri-tips are just back there in the toolbox doing what they need to do. Okay, so before we actually start the smoker up, I'm going to go ahead and get the smoke tube ready to go. And, you know, it's going to burn quite a bit longer than we need it to, so I'm just going to go ahead and fill it up with pellets and get it started. Well, slow down, buddy. It's not a racetrack over here. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get this started, lit, and going before I, you know, turn the smoker on, because it only takes a little bit for it to heat up. And, well, this has to light, smoke down, and do all the things. Now, to light it, instead of a blowtorch, I'm actually going to do something that in my mind is a little more fun as soon as I plug it in. So I've just got a real cheap Harbor Freight heat gun, and I've taken the protective shroud off because safety. And I'm going to put it on high mode, just stick it right on here. And we'll see, this will just catch fire real nice. Watch closely. Oh, say hello. Okay, there we go. Oh wait, we got smoke coming. Yep. Oh, can't breathe. Where's the fire? That was Brittany just come to say hello for a moment. Oh wait, there we go, fire. You can hear it, and it's hot. Can you see it? Probably not, but it's pretty cool. Okay. Now we're just gonna let that burn down, and once the fire goes away and starts smoking, we just put it in the back of the smoker there. I may have melted some plastic. Ugh. That's okay. It's perfectly okay to store electrical devices outside. They'll let you know when they're no longer good because they might shock you, and then you'll know it's time to replace it. Safety tip. Okay, well, we've got our meats on the smoker here. Obviously, the smoke tube is doing the smoke thing. We've got our tri-tips here. We've got temperature probes, and we've got the stick in the one that may or may not be the chipotle one, because I put it in there, but I don't remember which one it was. Look back earlier in the video, that'll tell you. And then apparently we have some lamb that I didn't know we were smoking, so I don't know how to do that. We're just doing it. Probably doing it wrong, but that's all right. So we're going to let these go till they get to about 130, 135 degrees or so, and then we're going to do a reverse sear on the tri-tips. I don't think I'm doing that with the lamb, but I really just don't know. Anyway, we'll be back, in a couple hours when these are ready to do the reverse sear bit. Well, the tri-tips, they're up to temperature about 130 to 140 degrees, somewhere in there. I don't know how long it was, so I know somebody's going to put that in the comments. Well, how long did you put them in for? Look, I put them in, and I may or may not have had some beverages, so I've completely lost track of time. So we're going to say it was somewhere between 1 and 4 hours. Okay. So we're going to take them off, and we're going to take them over to the other grill over there and do a reverse sear. The lamb, it's taken a while, so we're going to leave that be. And remember, the one with the stick there, that's the one to signify that it's the either the chipotle one or the cherry one, because I've put it in there and I can't remember which one I put it in. But, put it in the comments, because I'll read the comments afterwards when everybody's already eaten it, and then I can tell them which one they ate, because, I don't remember. And we're going to just move this around a little bit because it needs to cook a lot more. Okay. All right. So normally I would just sear it on the pit boss over there, but there's some lamb on there that's got to do the thing. So we're just going to sear it right here on this here grill. And it's a reverse sear, so we cooked it first, then now we're going to sear it. And it just takes a little bit on each side. So the searing, it doesn't take a long time, You got this grill over here up all the way on high. We're just trying to... Yeah, buddy, look at that. Okay. My daughter, she used to tell me when I would grill, Daddy, when you're grilling the meat, can you make sure it gets the grill marks? I'm not always sure what she meant by that, because I've never been able to grill without grill marks. Well, that'll probably do it, but before we take this last one off, the pink and purple monster truck, it's out here in the yard. Okay. Okay. And now we're just going to take these inside and go ahead and slice them up real nice like. Well, all right, we're going to go ahead and cut these tri-tips up. And if you remember, I had this stick here that would tell me which one was which, but as you can tell, it's no longer in the meat, so I no longer remember. One of these is the chipotle, one of these is the cherry. I guess we'll figure it out. Anyway, let's cut it up and see how it goes. You might notice that we're in the house cutting this up, and well, that's because once the wife caught wind of the fact that I was prepping the meat out in the garage, in the shop there, she kind of yelled at me a little bit, allegedly. And just as the rest of you that are professionals at doing this probably yelled at me for prepping this in the shop and those things, you're probably going to yell at me again for my poor slicing skills, but you know, it is what it is. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. You know, if this video found you and you watched it and you're not subscribed, please go ahead and do that. And while you're at it, you know, there's the little red bell thing. Go ahead and click that or touch it on your iPhone or Android phone or whatever kind of phone you use. It'll let you know when videos come up next time they come up. Anyway, again, thanks you all for watching. That's going to do it for today. We're going to enjoy all the tri-tip that we made and possibly the lamb that I didn't show you because I don't know what that looks like. Have a good one. We'll see you later. Bye-bye now.